What is up, YouTube? JP of KayFabe Chronicles coming at you with another quick video today. I'm here going to be talking about the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic 2. That's right, second edition, last year 2015, this year 2016. So yeah, just going to do really quick, my quick views of the tournament. We have already started. There has been two of the first round matches, so I know I'm a little bit late coming to the party as always. You know, that is life, but so... yeah, I'm going to talk to you guys about my views of the tournament, the pluses and the minuses. So pretty much last year, um, I was really excited for it. I'm a huge fan of tag team wrestling, always have been. I believe that over the past couple years, something about Vince and tag teams, every single time there was a decent tag team, he would break them up or fire them. And just as you can trace back the past couple years, there really hasn't really been a tag team division. And like even right now, like, you know, on Raw, you have the New Day and really nobody else. Just a bunch of teams that they, can piece together. Like, you got Cass and Enzo, obviously, but they had to be brought up from an NXT for that to happen. So yeah, like right now, it's not really a lot going on Raw, and then on SmackDown, like there is quite a bit of teams on SmackDown, and unfortunately, it's the same matches every week. It's the same. How many times can we watch, the Usos fight Slater and Rhino? Well, everyone else is kind of on the outside looking at. But now this is about NXT, not about the main show. So last year with the tag team tournament, they had a lot of featured teams already, and then a lot of, just kind of thrown together teams. So naturally, I would have assumed that, the winner would be one of the actual tag teams. But alas, that didn't happen. And even in the finals, you had two non-existent. Like you had Baron Corbin and Rhino fighting Samoa Joe and Finn Balor, two teams that they just kind of threw together for this tournament. And to me, that really bugged me a lot because I was expecting like an actual tag team. This is a tag team classic tournament, so you would want an actual placed tag team already set in our minds to win it. So this year, brackets have already been released. We're going to look at that pretty soon. So yeah, this year it's another mix. Half actual tag teams that are already existing and a bunch of thrown together teams. Big issue though in NXT right now, there really isn't a lot of tag teams to pick from, so they kind of got no choice but to kind of piece together some teams. So we're going to take a look at the bracket right now. All right, so right at the very, very top of the bracket, you see we got TM61 taking on the team of Tino Sabatelli and Riddick Moss. So yeah, TM61 recently came into NXT. If you guys haven't seen them, they're actually very, very fun to watch. Great up-and-coming team. Both from Australia. They've toured kind of all over that area of the world. The thing I really like about them is that they are two lighter guys. They do a lot of fast tags, a lot of great double team maneuvers. Plus, both of them are very skilled in the ring by themselves, which makes for actually a really exciting team to watch. I hope that they do very, very well in this tournament. I do see them going pretty far because they are one of the established teams. Unfortunately, I don't see them winning the whole thing. If they did, that would be great. My heart really wants them to go into this, but unfortunately I don't see them pulling it off. But I do think they are going to open up a lot of eyes in this tournament. Next team we got is Tino Sabatelli and Riddick Moss. Not a lot's really known about these two guys. From what I've seen, what I've read about is that they are two NXT developmental guys right now, so they really haven't had their time to shine. Really, I think they're just in this to really just fill out the tournament. I don't see them passing the first round. I think they're going to be kind of like a one and done. Like this is kind of their chance to essentially job. But, it is, they are here to get their eyes opened in it. Right next team, we got Team Aries. That's right, Team Aries. It's going to be Austin Aries and a mystery partner. Ooh. Yeah, everyone knows Austin Aries. He's been around a really long time. In my opinion, he still is very underutilized on the NXT roster. Can't really say a lot about that. He's been in some interesting feuds. Like, he had a feud with Apollo Crews, like No Way Jose, stuff like that. It is what it is. Nothing too great, nothing too shabby. Depending on who his partner is, I'm guessing it's gonna be Roderick Strong. Personally, I think he's gonna, call up his old buddy there because Roderick Strong, as you guys know, just signed on. So that should be pretty interesting tag team combination. I see them moving pretty far, but I don't see them winning either. Another team they're going to be going against is another two up-and-comer guys from the Performance Center. You got Nico Bojovic and Tucker Knight. Like I said, not a lot is known about these two guys, except that they're both brooding giant men. There's been a lot of videos of them at the Performance Center appearing on YouTube, and said they're pretty damn strong. Like, Nico did the bench press. He did over 40 reps, which is insane for that amount of weight. And just seeing like just the different things that these two guys are going. I think they are going to be a good team to watch in the future. But as you can see, they are an up and coming team. Nothing really known that much about them. So they'll probably be done in the first round. But it would be a nice opportunity for the two of them. So originally it was supposed to be Hideo Itami and Kota Ibushi, but sadly, Hideo Itami is out. This actually would have been a really, really interesting team to watch. Big fan of Ibushi, big fan of Itami. Just having two very well-known Japanese wrestlers together. Their styles are very evenly matched, high flying, high impact, high strong styles. It would have been interesting. I did see a lot coming from this team, but unfortunately, since Itami is out, there is going to be some other fill-ins. By when I recorded this, there hadn't been an announcement yet. A lot of rumors going on. It could possibly be like Shinsuke Nakamura or somebody like that. That'd be really cool to watch. While I'm recording this, they haven't announced a partner, but I'm pretty sure by the time I put this up, the partner has been announced. So I will probably post the name on the screen. Okay, and they're going up against Lince Dorado, Mustafa Ali. If you guys watched the Cruiserweight Classic as I did, both these guys, Lince Dorado especially, really did have impressive showings. It's cool to see the Cruiserweights kind of getting their love. But yeah, as I said before, this is a pieced together team. I don't really see them passing the first round. It'll be fun to watch. Whatever. Like I said, noticing a trend. You're noticing a trend of what I'm talking about so far, that a lot of this is just filler stuff, filler teams, but can't really do a lot about that. All right. So right after that, we have Ty Dillinger and Bobby Roode, Glorious 10. Spoiler alert, they lost. Spoiler alert, they were up against Sanity. Not really a lot that we can do there. I see this team doing very well in the future. I do like the fact that they kind of had Bobby Roode kind of be cocky and kind of leave the ring while Dillinger got the crap kicked out of him. So that was kind of interesting. It was a good thing to see there. Are they going to butt heads in the future? Who knows? I do see good stuff coming from this team, but by the time I recorded this, their fate's already been determined. So. And of course, they went up against Sanity. Sanity! Pretty much, not a lot was known about Sanity going into this. They've been teasing their vignettes for weeks now. Oh, Sanity's coming. Who is Sanity? Everyone kind of assumed it was maybe going to be like a Wyatt family thing or like a Decay from TNA kind of thing. So I was really actually delighted when I saw that it was actually Eric Young and his group. Big Eric Young fan, big Team Canada fan from back in the day. When Eric Young first came back to NXT, first came to NXT, and he had his quick match with Samoa Joe, and then he was gone. I was like, well, okay, that was great and all. And then he came back leading this new team Sanity, and it was awesome. All four of them worked really well together. It was cool to see it. Unfortunately, I don't see them winning this tournament. But it is fresh to see kind of a new stable come in, especially led by a huge veteran like Eric Young. So I'm looking forward to seeing what these guys can do. It's going to be great. Next in the tournament, we got the Authors of Pain. The Authors of Pain. They came in a while ago. They beat up American Alpha. Big monster heel team. Managed by Ellering and all that stuff. They beat them up, and they were supposed to have a match with American Alpha, but then that ended up not happening, and then the Authors of Pain kind of vanished for a while, and then they came back. I do see what they're trying to do with them. They are two big monster heels. They move pretty good in the ring. They look pretty good. I do see them going very far in the tournament. They've already won their first match, as I'm going to discuss right after this. So, they looked decent. They look pretty good. They are currently undefeated, so I do see them going pretty far in this tournament. Of course, their opponents, the Bollywood Boys. Bollywood Boys, they were, came in at the Cruiserweight Classic. Both of them were eliminated in the first round. Of course, they were eliminated in the first round here as well. But they work very well together. Like, you can tell that this team has been around for a while. Solid tags. Their ring gear's kind of interesting, but they did look pretty impressive, considering that they did get the living crap beaten out of them by the Authors of Pain. But you know what? Squash matches are what they are. I do see good things coming from these guys. I hope they stick around, and we'll get some good stuff out of them. Next team we got up, No Way Jose and Rich Swann. No Way Jose, great solid singles competitor. Rich Swann, another guy who had a really good showing in the Cruiserweight Classic. It'll be interesting to see what these two guys do together. Like, Rich Swann, very entertaining, like great mic, very full of energy. No Way Jose, big crowd favorite. He's kind of like the new Adam Rose, as I discussed earlier on. Looking forward to seeing what these two guys do with each other. Said two really opposite styles, like Rich Swann's more high flying aerial, and No Way Jose is just flat out, I'm just going to beat the living crap out of you, brawling style. So it's going to be cool to watch what these two guys do. Other match we got Tony Nese and Drew Gulak. As usual, two more guys from the Cruiserweight Classic. Both of them had pretty decent showings in the tournament. They both are pretty interesting. Like Tony Nese moves very well in the ring. Drew Gulak is a submission maniac. Just seeing the moves that this guy does. They have tagged already a couple times in the past, and they have looked solid. So, who knows? These two guys could be a dark horse. I don't see them winning, but who knows? It'd be interesting to see a non-favored team to win this tournament. I think that would be a really good push for them. Up next, we got the current NXT Tag Team Champions, The Revival. Last year, they made it to the semifinals. They were eliminated by Samoa Joe and Finn Balor. They don't look like normal wrestlers. Like, they look like just two regular guys that you'd go ahead and have beer with. But, they've really impressed me in the past little while. They had a solid match when they lost the tag team titles to American Alpha. They had a solid match when they regained their tag team titles from American Alpha. And, of course, at NXT TakeOver Brooklyn against Ciampa and Gargano was one of the best matches of the night. So, these two guys, I think, are obviously going to do very well in the tournament. However, if I was booking this, I would actually have them lose a little bit earlier, maybe in the semifinals. Therefore, whoever they lose to, they can start a new rival with. Because, of course, in NXT right now, there really isn't a lot of other tag teams going on right now. So right now, the tag team titles are kind of just sitting in limbo right now. So, not up to me. I don't work for the company, but I think that should be the path, is they should lose and, of course, start a new rivalry there. Following the next team we got here, we got Almas and Cedric Alexander. By the time I posted this, they've actually already been eliminated from the tournament. Almas looks great in the ring, as always. Alexander, phenomenal. He was one of the best things in the entire Cruiserweight Classic. It's exactly what I thought. These two guys, I knew that they would be able to mesh together. And, of course, after, you turned on him. But, there you go. It sets up a nice, decent feud between the two. Both of them look great. They both work very well. So I'm excited to see where this hatred between the two is going to go now. Of course, now we got Johnny Wrestling, Johnny Gargano, and Tommaso Ciampa. Long time wrestlers. They fought numerous times in the past. They were a tag team a little bit before. They fought each other on the first round of the Cruiserweight Classic, one of the best matches of the tournament. If you guys haven't seen it, I strongly recommend it. One of the strongest matches in the first round. Great way to start off. And, of course, TakeOver Brooklyn, too. They had a great match against the Revival. You know what? My money's on them. I'm putting down all my chips. I think that these guys are going to take the entire thing. They work great together. They're great crowd favorites. Everyone loves them. And, of course, the Glorious Bombs. If you guys have not seen the YouTube sensation of the Glorious Bomb, please check it out. But, yeah, really expecting a lot from these two guys. And finally, to round off the bracket, we got Bin Wang and Ho Ho Lun. I don't really know anything about Bin Wang. I've seen a couple videos of him training in the Performance Center. He's pretty big. He looks very impressive. And Ho Ho Lun, of course, is you know, the founder, one of the rare people in the China area who does own their own promotion. Um, you know, he looked decent in the Cruiserweight Classic. You know, he was knocked out in the second round, but the two matches he was in, he looked pretty good. I'm interested to see what happens because Ho Ho Lun's not a big guy, and Bin Wang is a pretty big guy from what I've seen in a couple of his videos. I think that they're going to give Gargano and Ciampa a nice run for their money. I think that's going to be a real solid match to check out. I'm really looking forward to that one. And there you guys have the entire tournament bracket done right there. Yeah, so I'm hoping this year going to be a little bit different. Hopefully an actual tag team is going to win this tournament. Please have a real tag team, not just some thrown together thing. You know, should be interesting. You know, like I said, I already said I'm rooting for Johnny Wrestling and Tommaso. They're my boys going into this. I think every team has an equal chance to win. I think it's going to be great. You know, if you guys have any favorites of who's going to win, please let me know in the comment section below. If you guys like the video, please crush that like button and subscribe for more great videos. Follow us on Twitter using the 2 names down below. This is JP from KayFabe Chronicles, and I'll see you guys next time.